All right, people, listen up. We're about to dive headfirst into one of the most incredible cities on the planet, Stockholm. This place has it all: history, culture, stunning landscapes, you name it. We're talking Viking history, Nobel Prize parties, and enough museums to make your head spin. Trust me, this city is a whirlwind for your senses. So, if you're ready to explore Stockholm like a true adventurer, buckle up. This is your guide to the absolute must-dos, the hidden gems, the stuff they don't print in the guidebooks. Let's go. First up, we're hitting Gamla Stan, Stockholm's old town. Imagine this: cobblestone streets, buildings that have been standing for centuries, and a vibe that just screams old Europe. We're talking narrow alleyways that'll make you feel like you're in a movie set, colorful buildings stacked side by side, and cafes that'll transport you back in time. This place is a photographer's dream. Every corner you turn, there's another Insta-worthy shot just waiting to be captured. But it's not just about the looks. Gamla Stan is alive with energy. You've got street musicians, artists, and a buzz that's contagious. Now, while you're wandering through Gamla Stan, make sure you check out the Royal Palace. This place is massive, and I mean seriously huge. It's still a working palace, so you might even catch a glimpse of the changing of the guard. Talk about a royal photo op. And when you need a break from all the exploring, grab yourself a Fika. That's Swedish for coffee and pastry, which is basically a way of life here. Trust me, you'll need the energy boost for the next adventure in Gamla Stan, because this place will keep you on your toes. Alright, history buffs, this one's for you. We're heading to the Vasa Museum, home to a warship that literally spent over 300 years underwater. You heard that right, this massive ship sank on its maiden voyage back in the 1600s. Can you imagine the headlines? Talk about a bad first day on the job. But here's the crazy part: they salvaged the ship in the 1960s, and it's incredibly well preserved. You can get up close and personal with this maritime marvel. You can practically feel the history oozing out of the wooden planks. It's a powerful reminder of ambition, failure, and the sheer determination of humans. I know what you're thinking. A museum about a sunken ship? Sounds quite boring, but trust me, the Vasa Museum is anything but boring. They've got interactive exhibits, stories of the people who sailed on board, and even a replica of the ship's toilet. Yeah, you don't want to miss that. The museum does an incredible job of bringing the Vasa's story to life. You'll learn about shipbuilding, naval warfare, and life in 17th century Sweden. Honestly, you could easily spend half a day here and still want more. It's a must-see for anyone visiting Stockholm. Alright, we're talking Djurgården. This place is like the Central Park of Stockholm, but with a Swedish twist. We're talking lush green spaces, museums galore, and even an amusement park. You could spend a whole day here easy. First things first, rent a bike. Seriously, it's the best way to get around this place. You can cover more ground, feel the wind in your hair, and soak up the sun. Plus, it's good exercise after all those Swedish meatballs you've been crushing. Once you're all biked up, head over to Rosendal Garden. This place is straight out of a fairy tale. We're talking colorful flowers, winding paths, and even a palace. Grab a coffee and just chill for a bit. And listen, if you're feeling really adventurous, there's a kayak and canoe rental spot right on the water. Paddle your way around the island, explore the hidden coves, and get a different perspective on this amazing city. Okay, let's talk about Gröna Lund. This amusement park is right on the water, and it's got everything from roller coasters to carousels. It's the perfect place to let loose, scream your head off, and embrace your inner child. But here's the thing: Djurgården isn't just about fun and games, it's also home to some seriously cool museums. Like the Vasa Museum, which houses a 17th century warship that sank on its maiden voyage. I'm talking a real-life pirate ship. And speaking of museums, you can't miss the ABBA Museum. It's a must-visit for any music lover. You'll learn all about the band's rise to fame, see their iconic costumes, and maybe even belt out a few tunes yourself. Look, Djurgården has something for everyone. Whether you're a history buff, a thrill seeker, or just looking for a relaxing day out, this island has got you covered. Alright, let's talk ABBA. This isn't just a band, it's a global phenomenon. And the ABBA Museum in Stockholm, it's like stepping into a time machine and landing right in the middle of their disco fever dream. First off, the energy here is electric. From the moment you walk in, you're surrounded by their music, their faces, their story. It's like they're right there with you, guiding you through their journey. And speaking of their journey, this museum doesn't hold back. You'll see their early beginnings, their struggles, their triumphs. It's all laid out there, raw and real, making their success all the more inspiring. But listen, it's not all serious history lessons here. You'll also find interactive exhibits where you can sing along to their biggest hits, try on virtual costumes, and even record your own music video. Okay, let's talk costumes. The ABBA Museum has got them all. We're talking the sparkly jumpsuits, the platform boots, the whole 9 yards. It's a visual feast, and it really brings their iconic style to life. And for the die-hard fans, there are tons of rare photos, handwritten lyrics, and personal items from the band members themselves. It's like getting a glimpse behind the curtain and seeing the people behind the personas. But here's the thing about the ABBA Museum. It's not just about nostalgia. Their music continues to inspire and connect with people of all ages. And this museum captures that magic perfectly. Whether you're a lifelong fan or just discovering their music, the ABBA Museum is a must-see. It's a celebration of creativity, passion, and the power of music to bring people together. Alright, get ready to feel like royalty, because we're headed to the Royal Palace of Stockholm. This place is massive. I'm talking over 600 rooms massive. It's like a small city dedicated to all things regal. The first thing that hits you is the sheer grandeur of it all. The towering arches, the intricate carvings, the gold, so much gold. It's a testament to the power and history of the Swedish monarchy. Now you can't come to the Royal Palace and not see the changing of the guard. It's a tradition that goes back centuries, and it's a sight to behold. The precision, the ceremony, the bearskin hats, it's all very impressive. But here's the thing, even if you're not a history buff, the Royal Palace is worth a visit. It's a chance to step back in time and experience a world of luxury and privilege most of us only dream about. Okay, let's venture inside. Each room in the Royal Palace tells a story. You've got the state apartments dripping in velvet and chandeliers, where the king and queen host official events. Then there's the treasury, home to the royal jewels, including crowns, swords, and scepters that are literally dripping in diamonds. Seriously, you've never seen bling like this before, but my favorite part, the royal chapel. It's surprisingly understated compared to the rest of the palace, but there's a sense of peace and serenity here that's really special. Look, the royal palace is more than just a building, it's a living, breathing symbol of Sweden's heritage. And whether you're fascinated by history, architecture, or just want to see how the other half lives, it's an experience you won't soon forget. Alright guys, we're in Stockholm, Sweden, and you already know what that means. Skansen, baby! This place is like stepping into a time machine, a history book exploding right in front of you. We're talking about the world's oldest open-air museum and zoo. They got history, they got animals, they got it all. Instantly transported back in time. Cobblestone streets, traditional houses, and workshops. See how Swedes lived back in the day. It's like walking onto a movie set, but it's real. And don't even get me started on the animals. Nordic wildlife in their element. Reindeer, elk, wolves, wolverines, the real deal, folks. They even got brown bears, animals chilling in habitats that resemble their natural environment. Skansen is more than just a museum, it's an experience. Connecting with the past, understanding Swedish culture, and getting up close with nature. You gotta put this on your list, for real. One of the things I love about Skansen is that it's not just about looking at old stuff, it's about experiencing it. You can actually go inside these historic buildings, talk to the costume staff, and learn about traditional crafts. I'm talking about watching demonstrations of glassblowing, weaving, and pottery. You can even try your hand at some of these crafts yourself, I'm not gonna lie. I totally sucked at pottery, but hey, at least I tried, right? And the best part? Skansen hosts all sorts of events and festivals throughout the year. Traditional music, folk dancing, holiday celebrations. It's like a constant party celebrating Swedish culture. You'll be fully immersed in the Swedish way of life. So if you're looking for a truly unique and unforgettable experience in Stockholm, Skansen is it. Trust me, you won't regret it. Alright, moving on to something a little different but equally awesome, Fika. Now I know what you're thinking, a photography museum? Really? But trust me on this one, guys. This isn't your grandma's dusty old photo albums. Fika is all about contemporary photography, pushing boundaries and making you see the world in a whole new light. We're talking powerful images, thought-provoking exhibitions, and some seriously talented photographers from around the globe. And the best part? This place is massive. Spread across several floors, you can literally get lost in a labyrinth of photography. Each exhibition is like a journey, taking you through different themes, emotions, and stories. You might be blown away by a stunning landscape one minute and then moved by a raw and intimate portrait the next. But Fika isn't just about the photos, it's about the experience. They've got this incredible atmosphere with cool industrial architecture, a top-notch restaurant, and even a killer view of the city from the top floor. Even if you're not a photography buff, Fika is worth checking out. They have events, workshops, and artist talks that are seriously engaging. And you gotta check out their cafe. Panoramic views of the city, and the food is delicious. Fika is more than just a museum. It's a cultural hub, a space for creativity and inspiration. Put Fika on your list. Trust me, you won't regret it. Alright guys, get ready to explore one of my favorite neighborhoods in Stockholm, Södermalm. This place is like the Brooklyn of Stockholm, you know? It's got that cool hipster vibe with a mix of vintage shops, trendy boutiques, and some seriously good food. Now Södermalm is an island, so you get those amazing waterfront views everywhere you go. And the best part? You can walk everywhere. You'll stumble upon hidden courtyards, colorful buildings, and quirky little shops. And if you're a foodie, get ready to be blown away. Södermalm is a culinary paradise with everything from Michelin-starred restaurants to cozy cafes and buzzing bars. One of the things I love about Södermalm is that it's got something for everyone. Whether you're into art, music, fashion, or just want to chill in a park and people watch, this neighborhood has got you covered. During the day, hit up the vintage shops, grab a coffee at a trendy cafe, or explore one of the many art galleries and museums. And when the sun goes down, Södermalm transforms into this vibrant nightlife hub. We're talking live music venues, rooftop bars with stunning city views, and underground clubs that'll keep you dancing till dawn. And the best part? You don't have to worry about traveling far. Everything is within walking distance. So, if you're looking for that authentic Stockholm experience away from the tourist traps, Södermalm is where it's at. Trust me, you'll fall in love with this neighborhood just like I did. Alright guys, we're about to dive into one of the most magical parts of Stockholm, the archipelago. Imagine this, over 30,000 islands, each one a little brushstroke on the canvas of the Baltic Sea. It's mind-blowing. We're not just talking about random rocks jutting out of the water. These islands are bursting with life. Lush forests, charming villages, colorful houses. It's like something out of a fairy tale. Now you can't come to Stockholm and not experience this. Trust me. Whether you're renting a kayak, hopping on a ferry, or getting fancy with a sailboat, you gotta get out on the water. The air is different out here. Fresh, crisp, invigorating. It's like the city's chaos melts away and you're left with this incredible sense of peace. The best part? There's an island for everyone in the Stockholm archipelago. You want rugged cliffs and crashing waves? Done. You want sandy beaches and crystal clear water? You got it. Maybe you're feeling adventurous. Rent a cabin for a night and live that off-the-grid life. Wake up to the sound of birdsong, make a fire, cook breakfast over an open flame. It's the ultimate escape. Or maybe you just want to chill. Find a secluded spot, lay out a blanket, crack open a book and soak in those Scandinavian vibes. No distractions, just you and the incredible beauty of the archipelago. Whatever your vibe, make sure you dedicate at least a day, maybe even two, to explore this natural wonder. You won't regret it. Alright, let's switch gears for a second and head back to the city. I'm talking about Stockholm City Hall, a building so iconic it's practically on every single postcard. And for good reason. This isn't just some boring government building, it's a masterpiece of architecture. Brick, granite, those iconic three crowns, it screams Stockholm. And that tower, don't even get me started. Climbing to the top is non-negotiable, alright? You get 360-degree views of the city, the archipelago, everything. It's like hitting the rewind button on your trip and seeing all the amazing things you've experienced. But here's the thing, City Hall has a secret. Every year it hosts the Nobel Prize banquet. Yeah, that Nobel Prize. So you're walking the halls where history is made. Pretty cool, right? Now, I don't know about you, but standing there, I couldn't help but imagine the scene. The elegance, the excitement, the smartest minds in the world all gathered in one room. You can practically hear the clinking of champagne glasses, the murmur of conversations, the weight of achievement hanging in the air. It's electric. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be back here, not as a tourist but as a Nobel laureate. Hey, a guy can dream, right? But seriously, even if you're not winning any prestigious awards anytime soon, a visit to Stockholm City Hall is a must. It's a powerful reminder of the city's history, its beauty, and its place in the world. So there you have it, guys. Stockholm, a city that blends history and modernity, nature and urban life, all with that undeniable Scandinavian cool. From the cobblestone streets of Gamla Stan to the breathtaking beauty of the archipelago, Stockholm has something for everyone. If you're looking for an adventure, a chance to immerse yourself in a new culture, to eat amazing food, and experience something truly unique, then book that ticket to Stockholm. You won't regret it. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more travel adventures. Until next time, peace.